reason to build a just society. Then there's the third thing, postmodern, which most people date to being after the Second World War. 1945 or so is when most people date the beginning of postmodernism. Postmodern, first presented by Friedrich Nietzsche, he says the idea there is denying that there is a universal standard for justice. The postmodern person would say, just society, what do you mean? This person's just society, that person's just society, the other person's just society. How can you talk about a just society? What does the word even mean? Because nobody really agrees on it. You see, the idea is that society moves from medieval hierarchy to Enlightenment democracy to postmodern anarchy. Now, postmodernism basically says that the truth about reality is forever hidden from us. All we can do is tell stories. Now, what would Enlightenment thinking say about that? Enlightenment or modern thinking would not say the truth about reality can be discovered by God. Can be discovered by man. I confused two ideas there. Pre-modern thinking would say the truth about reality can be revealed to us by God. Modern or Enlightenment thinking would say the truth about reality can be discovered by man. But postmodernism says the truth about reality is forever hidden from us. All we can do is tell stories. But here's the problem. Or not the problem, just the phenomenon. If real truth is not possible, or even desired. Postmodern folks would say it's not even desired. If it's not possible or even desired in postmodernism, the result is a greater emphasis on relationships, honesty, and non-judgmentalism. Now, why does a person become a Christian? Well, in the modern Enlightenment way of thinking, somebody would say it's because Christianity is true. I remember having a conversation with Paul Lang, the director of the Bible College in Vita. And just the way he said, he's talking about how he came to the Lord, and just the way he phrased it struck me so much. He said, somebody presented to him the truths of the Bible and the truths of Christianity, and he said, I just realized these things were true, and I had a responsibility to believe them and follow after them because it's true. Now, postmodern people would say, that's a very Enlightenment, modern way of looking at things in the light of modernity. No. Instead, you want to bring people to Christ, not by telling them true and false, real or not real. You want to bring them to Jesus Christ by just making them part of a community. That's relationship. By being real about yourself, being very, honest, and then thirdly, about being non-judgmental, right? Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, you're part of our group because we can win you to Christ through the emphasis of relationship. There's a lot that can be said about these different approaches. In one way, I would say that the whole idea of postmodernism is way too early to assess from any kind of historical perspective. It's only been around for some 50 years. In the historical frame of things, that's nothing. Who knows what postmodernism might develop into, if it'll even exist as a coherent philosophy 10 or 20 years from now, but this is sort of where it's at right now.